African elephant. The African elephant is the largest land animal on Earth and is found in 37 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. There are two distinct subspecies of African elephants, the savannah or bush elephant, Loxodonta africana, and the forest elephant, Loxodonta africana cyclotis. Size and physical characteristics. The average weight of an African elephant is between 5,000 to 14,000 pounds. They can stand up to 13 feet, 4 meters, tall at the shoulder and have a length of up to 30 feet, 9 meters. Their skin is thick and wrinkled, and can be up to 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters, thick. The African elephant has a long, curved trunk that can be up to 7 feet, 2.1 meters, long and weighs around 300 pounds, 136 kilograms. They have two large, curved tusks that can grow up to 10 feet, 3 meters, long and weigh over 200 pounds, 90 kilograms, each. Their ears are large and fan-shaped, and their tails are long and end in a tuft of hair. Habitat and diet. African elephants can be found in a variety of habitats including savannas, forests, deserts, and marshes. They are herbivores and their diet consists mainly of grasses, leaves, bark, and fruit. African elephants can consume up to 300 pounds, 136 kilograms, of food in a single day. Behavior. African elephants are highly social animals and live in herds led by a matriarchal female. They communicate using a variety of sounds, including trumpeting, rumbling, and growling. African elephants are known for their intelligence, memory, and empathy towards other elephants and even other species. They have been observed mourning the deaths of other elephants and may even visit the graves of their deceased herd members. Conservation. African elephants are classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, due to habitat loss and poaching for their ivory tusks. It is estimated that there are around 415,000 African elephants remaining in the wild, compared to an estimated 1.3 million in the 1970s. Conservation efforts include anti-poaching patrols, habitat protection, and community-based conservation programs. Relation with humans. Relation with humans. African elephants have had a complex and varied relationship with humans throughout history. Here are some key points of their relationship with humans. Ancient times. African elephants were depicted in cave paintings as early as 8000 BCE, indicating their presence in human consciousness for thousands of years. Elephants were often used for war and transportation by ancient civilizations such as the Carthaginians, Egyptians, and Greeks. The ivory tusks of elephants were highly valued by ancient civilizations for their beauty and rarity. Colonialism and expansion. During the colonial era, elephants were often hunted for their ivory and for sport. This led to a significant decline in elephant populations. The ivory trade remained a significant part of the African economy throughout the 19th and early 20th centuries. Elephants were also used for labor and transportation during this period, particularly in logging and agriculture. Conservation efforts. In the mid-20th century, conservation efforts began to increase in response to the rapid decline in elephant populations due to poaching. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, was established in 1973 to regulate the trade of endangered species, including African elephants. Current challenges. Despite conservation efforts, elephants still face significant threats from poaching, habitat loss, and human-elephant conflict. Some communities in Africa rely on elephant hunting for food and income, leading to conflicts with conservation efforts. The illegal ivory trade remains a significant challenge, particularly in parts of Asia where ivory is highly valued for its cultural significance. Overall, the relationship between humans and African elephants has been marked by both exploitation and conservation efforts. As elephant populations continue to face challenges, it will be important to balance conservation efforts. It is important to note that the killing of African elephants is illegal in most countries where they are found, and poaching is a serious threat to their survival. However, poachers still kill elephants for their tusks, which are highly valued in the illegal ivory trade. Here are some common methods used by poachers to illegally kill African elephants. Snaring. Poachers may set snares, which are wire or rope loops that tighten around an animal's neck when it walks through them. This can cause a slow and painful death for elephants, who may struggle for days or weeks before dying. Spearing. In some areas, poachers may use spears or other weapons to kill elephants, often targeting them at night when they are sleeping. African elephants have been killed for their ivory tusks in many countries throughout their range, but some countries have seen higher levels of poaching than others. The countries with the highest levels of poaching in recent years include Tanzania. Tanzania has seen a significant increase in elephant poaching in recent years, with estimates suggesting that more than 60% of its elephant population has been lost to poaching since 2009. Mozambique. Mozambique has also experienced a surge in elephant poaching, with estimates suggesting that the country has lost around half of its elephant population in the past 5 years. Cameroon. Cameroon has long been a target for ivory poachers due to its large elephant population, and recent surveys suggest that the country has lost around 30% of its elephants to poaching in the past decade. Central African Republic. Like Cameroon, the Central African Republic has a large elephant population and has been a target for poachers in recent years. Estimates suggest that the country has lost around 25% of its elephants to poaching since 2012. Democratic Republic of Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo has seen a significant increase in elephant poaching in recent years, with some estimates suggesting that the country has lost around 70% of its elephants since the 1990s. It's important to note, however, that poaching and illegal trade in ivory is a global problem, and elephants in many other countries across Africa have also been targeted by poachers. Efforts to protect elephants and combat poaching are ongoing in many countries, with a focus on law enforcement, conservation measures, and reducing the demand for ivory. While African elephants face threats from poaching across their range, there are several countries where elephant populations have been relatively stable or even increasing due to effective conservation measures. Some of the countries where African elephants are most protected from poaching include Botswana. Botswana has one of the largest elephant populations in Africa, and the country has been successful in reducing poaching through effective anti-poaching measures and strong law enforcement. South Africa. South Africa is home to both the African elephant and the smaller forest elephant, and the country has been successful in reducing poaching through a combination of law enforcement, community engagement, and conservation efforts. Kenya. Kenya has been at the forefront of efforts to protect African elephants, and the country has made significant progress in reducing poaching in recent years through strong law enforcement, community engagement, and conservation measures. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has made significant progress in reducing poaching through a combination of law enforcement and community-based conservation initiatives. Namibia. Namibia has implemented innovative conservation measures, such as community conservancies and tourism-based conservation initiatives, which have helped to protect its elephant populations from poaching. It's important to note that even in countries where elephants are relatively safe from poaching, there are still threats to their survival, such as habitat loss and human-elephant conflict. Conservation efforts must continue to address these challenges and ensure the long-term survival of African elephants.
Do you know what Mr. Elephant was saying to you guys? He was saying, please for God's sake stop our genocide and let us live in peace. Our existence is in question just because you people have forgotten humanity.